Hi fam, I haven't been posting a video in a long while, okay? So I'm happy that I'm back. It's been busy guys, it's been hectic, but your girl is all good. So thank you so much for watching this video. If this is your first time tuning into my YouTube channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss out whenever I post a video. If you are coming here again and again and again, thank you so much for staying and hanging around with me. Really appreciate you guys. So today I just want us to be straight to the point. I want us to talk about the importance of having a tax-free savings account. And I just want us to unpack it. What is it? Who should have it? What are the requirements to have this? Okay, and how does it work even? So a tax-free savings account, in definition, it is an investment vehicle that we as South African can all use in trying to invest or save money, whatever term that we want to use. And this has been done by our government in trying to encourage us to, be more serious about investing. We know the stats. For example, the stats shows that only 6% of South Africans have enough money for retirement. The rest does not have enough money. We are the most country, that is, over indebted, that is dependent on credit, so those are the statistics that, have led our government to even come up with such, mechanisms to encourage us into the investment and saving journey. So in South African context, that's a tax-free savings account. Me paraphrasing it or summarizing it, guys, for you. So basically, the requirements for one to start investing or saving money into a tax-free savings account, they must be a South African. They must have a South African ID number so that they can open up their tax-free savings account with any institution in South Africa that has such services. We're talking about your banks, we're talking about your insurance companies, we're talking about your asset managers, we're talking a whole lot of different, institutions, more especially in the finance sector, that have these types of investments. So as a South African with an ID number, I'm sorry guys, my dog, you can open that tax-free savings account. And all you have to do is to make sure that you start putting some money into it. Oh my gosh, this dog. Okay, so basically the minimum contributions are that per annum, your contribution is 36,000 rands. Okay, that's your annual contribution that you should not exceed, because once you exceed it, there are penalties that will be imposed on you. I'm talking about tax now, okay? And on your lifetime, your lifetime contribution is up to 500,000 rands, okay? So we can do the maths here, how much you want to contribute to max the 36,000 rands annually, and that would lead you over certain years of time to get into the lifetime limit of 500,000. So who can have this tax-free savings account? You are a South African, but does anyone in South Africa who has the right to open this account? I'd say that literally everyone. Okay, starting with us being parents, okay, we need to have a tax-free savings account. And we also, number two, need to open it for our little ones that we are raising up. Okay, so if you have a child, in any which way you have, people that are dependent on you. I'm not going to say now, grandparents or aunts or uncles, no. Maybe in this case, it can be you, and if you in the situation whereby you're raising your little sisters, like they're still young, they nowhere closer to be independent, then you can open that for them. And if you are a parent, then you can open a tax-free savings account for the little ones. So start off and putting in, even if it's 100 rands on a monthly basis, it's gonna go a long way, guys. I promise you on this one. Okay, so where can I go and open this tax-free savings account? TK, you spoke about it, you've explained it, you talked about the minimum contributions that I can contribute from as little as 100 rands. depending even on the institution that you have opened this tax-free savings account with. Some would require a minimum of a 200 rands, some would require a minimum of a 500 rands, some would require a minimum of 1,000 rands, okay? But you can do this your own way. There's some DIYs, do-it-yourself kind of investments out there, specifically the tax-free savings account, okay? So you can open this tax-free savings account with any bank in South Africa. I'm sure all the banks, they do have. Our insurance companies, all of them, I'm sure, they do have the tax-free savings account. Our, asset managers, they do have these tax-free savings account. As I said, it's per each institution, what is their minimum requirement. And also on Easy Equities, you will find a tax-free savings account. If you have an Easy Equities app, you just activate it and you start throwing money into it. It is that simple, guys. So the benefits of having a tax-free savings account, which is the biggest benefit ever, is that that account is tax-free, guys. As its name says, it's a tax-free savings account. So literally the money that you earn on that tax-free savings account is not taxed. Okay, so the dividends that you earn on the capital gains, guys, they do not get taxed by our government. That money comes to you as is. Okay, so that's the biggest advantage of it. And one other thing that I want to add as well is that leave that money to grow in for the longest of times. Okay, don't put your money into a tax-free savings account because you want to withdraw it in the next 2 years or in the next 3 years. If that is your goal, then you need to invest your money in different accounts, such as Ellen Gray Money Market account, okay, which is a topic for another day. But let's normalize making a tax-free savings account a long-term kind of investment or savings. Okay, so let's do that. And another thing that I want to touch on is normalizing setting up debit orders, guys. Let's set a debit order for those investments. It's very important for me. It can't be that we're very good in paying off debt. You pay that car loan for 5 years without missing any installment because a debit order was set by someone upon you. Okay, so let's be disciplined to that, a point whereby we even set debit orders for our investments and for our savings. We automate everything. Okay, so I think that's all I needed to touch on today. The importance of having a tax-free savings account, who can open it, where to get one, and that's it. So please do get yourself a tax-free savings account and start dropping in those 100 rands or 200 rands or 500 rands, whatever amount of money that you are comfortable with. So that's all I needed to talk about today. Thank you so much for staying and watching this video with me. Like it, share it, subscribe if this was your first time on this channel. If you are returning back, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below on the comment section, and your girl will be here to clarify or answer any questions that you might have. Thank you so much for watching this video. Till we meet again.